Welcome back to Talk About It in English. I am Sarah, and I am so happy you are here today. If you have been following our channel, you know that we don't just study grammar rules. We talk about real life. We want you to feel comfortable speaking English in your daily life, not just in a classroom.
Hi everyone, I am Mark. I am really excited about today's topic because it is something I struggle with every single day. We talk a lot about thinking in English, right? Everyone says, Mark, you need to think in English to be fluent. Stop translating in your head. But honestly, Sarah, it is really hard to do that, especially first thing in the morning.
It is incredibly hard, Mark, and that's exactly what we are going to fix today. Think about it. When you first wake up, your brain is tired. You are groggy. You have spent the last 8 hours sleeping, and your brain has reset to its default setting, which is your native language.
That is exactly what happens. The alarm goes off, and my first thought is in my native language. I look at the clock, native language. I think about coffee, native language. It feels like I have to climb a mountain just to find an English word before 9 in the morning.
That feeling is completely normal, but here's the secret. If you can win the first 20 minutes of your day, you can win the whole day. If you can switch your brain into English mode while you are brushing your teeth and making coffee, you'll find that speaking English at work or with friends later in the day becomes so much easier. You've already warmed up the engine.
I like that idea, warming up the engine. So we're not talking about having a complex philosophical debate at 6 in the morning, right? Because I cannot do that.
Absolutely not. We are talking about narration, a simple, direct script that describes exactly what you are doing right now. We're going to build a routine where you narrate your morning. It keeps your mind focused on English, but it's simple enough that you can do it even when you are half asleep.
Okay, I am ready. I want to build this script. Where do we start?
We start the moment the sound happens, the alarm. Mark, how do you usually describe waking up? Most students just say, I wake up.
Yeah, I usually say, I wake up at 7, or maybe I get up at 7.
Those are correct, but they are a little flat. They don't really describe the struggle of the morning. To really narrate your life, we need better verbs, real phrasal verbs. So the alarm isn't just ringing, we say the alarm goes off.
The alarm goes off. Okay, so my alarm goes off at 7.
Perfect. Now, be honest, Mark. Do you jump out of bed immediately?
Never. I hit the button to stop it and I sleep for 10 more minutes.
Right, we all do. In English, we call that the snooze button. So the phrase is, I hit snooze. This is a great phrase to say out loud to yourself. The alarm goes off, I hit snooze.
I hit snooze. I can say that. It is specific. It is what is actually happening.
Exactly. And then finally, you have to leave the bed. If you're tired, you don't just get up. You drag yourself out of bed. Can you hear the difference? I get up versus I drag myself out of bed.
Yeah, drag sounds heavy. It sounds like my body is heavy. I drag myself out of bed. That is definitely more accurate for a Monday morning.
So right there, in the first 30 seconds of being awake, you have a script. Let's practice it. I want everyone listening to imagine it is tomorrow morning. Repeat after me. The alarm goes off.
The alarm goes off.
I hit snooze.
I hit snooze.
I drag myself out of bed.
I drag myself out of bed.
Excellent. Now, Mark, you are out of bed. You are standing there. What is the physical sensation?
Usually, I am cold and I am stiff. I need to move my arms.
Okay, so let's narrate that. The action is stretching. You say, I stretch my arms, or maybe I stretch my back. But here's the key to thinking in English. Don't just say the verb. Describe the feeling. I am feeling groggy.
Groggy. That is a great word. G-R-O-G-G-Y. It means tired and confused, right?
Yes, it's that specific feeling when you are not fully awake yet. So your internal monologue, the voice in your head, should be saying, I am feeling groggy. I need to wake up.
Okay, I am feeling groggy. I need to wake up. This is helpful because usually I'm just thinking, ugh, coffee, please.
And that brings us to the next phase. Phase 2 is the process. This is where we move to the bathroom and the kitchen. And grammar-wise, Mark, this is very important. We stop using the simple present tense like I brush or I wash. We switch to the present continuous. I am washing. I am brushing. Do you know why?
Is it because it is happening right now?
Exactly. The present continuous connects you to the action in the moment. It forces your brain to acknowledge what your hands are doing. It is very grounding. So you walk into the bathroom, you turn on the tap. What do you say?
I am turning on the water?
Yes, or even better, I am turning on the faucet. In American English, we often say faucet. In British English, tap is very common. Both are good. Let's stick with I am turning on the water. Now you put water on your face to wake up. What is that verb? It is not just wash.
Is it splash, like making a splash in a pool?
Yes, perfect. I am splashing cold water on my face. Listen to that sentence. It has a rhythm. I am splashing cold water on my face.
I am splashing cold water on my face. That sounds really natural.
It does, and it wakes you up. Now let's look at the teeth. A common mistake I hear from students is I am washing my teeth. We never wash our teeth. We brush them.
Right, I am brushing my teeth.
And here is a pro tip for narration. Use linking words. Don't just make a list of sentences. Connect them with while. While I am brushing my teeth, I look in the mirror.
While I am brushing my teeth, I look in the mirror. Okay, that feels a bit more advanced. It feels like a real sentence, not just a robot list.
Exactly. We want to avoid robot English. We want flow. So you are looking in the mirror, you are brushing your teeth. You finish, you spit out the toothpaste, and then what do you do with the water?
I clean the mouth? No, that's not right. I rinse my mouth?
Yes, rinse. R-I-N-S-E. I rinse my mouth, and I rinse off my toothbrush.
I rinse my mouth, I rinse off my toothbrush.
So let's put phase 2 together. This is your bathroom script. Imagine you are there. The light is bright. You are looking in the mirror. Repeat after me. I am splashing cold water on my face.
I am splashing cold water on my face.
I am brushing my teeth.
I am brushing my teeth.
While I brush, I look in the mirror.
While I brush, I look in the mirror.
I rinse my mouth, and I am ready for coffee.
I rinse my mouth, and I am ready for coffee.
Perfect. Mark, does that feel doable? Can you imagine saying that tomorrow morning?
Definitely. It is simple enough that I won't get stuck looking for words. But Sarah, what if something goes wrong? Sometimes I drop the toothpaste, or I cannot find a towel. That is when I usually get frustrated and start swearing in my native language.
That is a great point. Frustration is the biggest trigger for switching back to your native language. So we need an emergency script. If you drop something, don't switch languages. Just say, oops, I dropped it. Or, I am so clumsy today.
I am so clumsy today. Clumsy means I keep dropping things or bumping into things, right?
Yes, if you say, oh, I am so clumsy today in English, you keep the English channel open in your brain. You don't break the flow.
Okay, I am so clumsy today. I will remember that one. Hopefully I won't need it, but I will remember it.
Now, let's move to the most important part of the morning for many people, the coffee, or tea if you prefer. But for this example, let's make coffee. This is a great sensory experience to narrate.
I love coffee. This part will be easy for me.
Great. So you walk to the kitchen. You don't just make coffee. If you use a machine or a pot, the verb is brew, B-R-E-W. I am brewing some coffee.
I am brewing some coffee. That sounds very professional, like a barista.
It is. It is a great verb. And while it is brewing, you can describe the smell. This is important because connecting words to senses helps memory. So I can smell the coffee, or the aroma is filling the kitchen.
The aroma is filling the kitchen. Wow, that is poetic.
It is, but it is also natural. People talk about the smell of coffee all the time. Now you pour it into a cup. But let's not call it a cup. Let's call it a mug. A mug is the big, cozy cup with a handle.
Okay, I pour the coffee into my favorite mug.
Perfect. And then the first sip. You take a sip, and what do you think?
I think, finally. I think, I needed this.
Yes, or you can say, it hits the spot. That is a great idiom. It means it is exactly what you needed.
The coffee hits the spot. I like that.
So you are standing in your kitchen, holding your mug. The coffee hits the spot. You are awake. You have narrated the last 15 minutes entirely in English. Your brain is now officially in English mode. This brings us to phase 3. Phase 3 is the forecast.
The forecast? Like the weather?
Sort of. But instead of the weather, you are forecasting your day. You are looking ahead. This is where we switch grammar again. We move from present continuous, I am doing, to future intention. We are going to use going to.
Okay, so this is about my plans for the day.
Yes, but remember, we are narrating to ourselves. We are not giving a formal presentation. This is just you thinking about your day while you drink your coffee. A simple template is, today I am going to focus on, and then you finish the sentence.
Today I am going to focus on finishing that report. Or, today I am going to focus on clearing my inbox.
Exactly. It sets an intention. Let's try another one. Maybe you have a specific event. You can say, I have a meeting at, and then the time.
I have a meeting at 10. I have a dentist appointment at 2.
Simple, but saying it out loud prepares you for it. And here's a slightly more advanced one. Sometimes we are nervous about the day. It is good to acknowledge that in English. You can say, I am a bit nervous about.
I am a bit nervous about the presentation. Or, I am a bit stressed about the deadline.
Right. And then you solve it. You say, but I can handle it.
But I can handle it. That is a good confidence booster.
It is positive self-talk in English. So let's try to build a little monologue for phase 3. Imagine you are drinking that coffee. You are looking out the window. Tell me about your day, Mark.
Okay, let me try. I am drinking my coffee. Today, I am going to focus on recording this video. I have a meeting with the team at noon. I am a bit busy today, but I can handle it.
That was perfect. And did you notice? You didn't pause to translate. You just flowed from one idea to the next.
Yeah, it felt easy because I had the structure. I knew I had to use going to and I have.
That is the power of the template. Now I want to address something very real. A lot of people watching this are thinking, Sarah, this sounds great, but I am going to forget to do it. Tomorrow morning, the alarm will go off and I will just be a zombie again. I will forget to speak English.
I was just thinking that. It's hard to remember a new habit when you're barely awake.
You are right. You need a trigger. You need a physical reminder. So here is my challenge for you and for everyone listening. It is called the mirror sticky note.
The mirror sticky note. Okay, tell me more.
Tonight, before you go to sleep, I want you to take 3 sticky notes or just 3 pieces of paper and tape. On the first one, write the wake-up script. Alarm goes off, hit snooze, drag out of bed. Stick that on your alarm clock or your phone.
Smart. So I see the English words before I even turn off the alarm.
Exactly. On the second note, write the bathroom script. Splash, brush, rinse. Stick that right on the bathroom mirror, right where you look at your face.
And the third one goes on the coffee machine?
You guessed it. The third one goes on the coffee machine or the kettle. Write brew, pour, hits the spot.
That is actually really helpful. It takes the pressure off my memory. I don't have to remember the words, I just have to read them.
Precisely. You are outsourcing your memory to the sticky note. After 3 or 4 days, you won't need the notes anymore. The phrases will be in your mouth. You will just say them automatically. And that, my friends, is fluency. Fluency isn't knowing every word in the dictionary. It is having the right phrases ready when you need them, without thinking.
I love that definition. It makes it feel much more achievable.
It is achievable. Now I want to add one more layer to this routine. It's about speed. When you first start, you might speak slowly. I am brushing my teeth. That is fine. But as you get comfortable, I want you to speed it up to natural conversational speed.
Like how we are talking now.
Yes, we call this connected speech. For example, instead of saying drag myself out, native speakers smash it together. Drag myself out. Drag myself out. It almost sounds like one long word.
Drag myself out.
Yes, or look at hit snooze. The T in hit almost disappears. It stops. You don't say hit to snooze. You say hit snooze.
Hit snooze. Hit snooze. That is tricky, but it sounds smoother.
It does. And cup of coffee. We don't say cup of coffee. We say cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. I need a cup of coffee.
There you go. So when you are reading your sticky notes, try to say the phrases quickly. Try to link the sounds. It makes your brain work a little faster, and it helps you understand native speakers when they talk fast.
That is a great bonus. So not only am I practicing speaking, but I am also training my listening skills by producing those fast sounds myself.
Exactly. You are building the muscle memory in your mouth.
Sarah, can we talk about one more scenario? What about people who don't have a slow morning? What if they are rushing? Like they have 5 minutes to get out the door. How do they narrate that without slowing down?
That is a very real situation. If you are in a rush, your narration changes. It becomes shorter and more urgent. The energy changes. Instead of I am brewing coffee, it becomes I am rushing. I am late. I need to hurry.
I am running late. I have to go.
Yes, use I have to. I have to brush. I have to dress. I have to run. Even that simple repetition of I have to, I have to, I have to is valuable practice. It builds the grammar structure of obligation.
So even a stressful morning is an opportunity to practice English.
Every morning is an opportunity. That is the mindset shift. You stop seeing English as a subject you study at a desk, and you start seeing it as the soundtrack of your life. You are the narrator of your own movie.
I like being the narrator. It gives me a sense of control.
It really does. Now, before we wrap up, let's do a quick review of the vocabulary we learned today. I will say the definition, and Mark, you try to remember the word or phrase.
Okay, let's do it. Quiz time.
The button you press on the alarm clock to sleep for 10 more minutes.
Snooze. I hit snooze.
Correct. The physical action of pulling your tired body out of bed.
To drag. I drag myself out of bed.
Yes, the feeling of being tired and not fully awake yet.
Groggy. I am feeling groggy.
Good. The verb for putting water on your face quickly.
Splash. I splash water on my face.
The verb for making coffee.
Brew. The coffee is brewing.
And finally, the idiom that means something is perfect and exactly what you needed.
It hits the spot. The coffee hits the spot.
You got them all. Mark, you are ready for tomorrow morning.
I feel ready. I am actually looking forward to waking up now, which is a weird feeling for me.
That is the magic of learning this way. It turns mundane tasks into little games.
So Sarah, if people want to take this further, what should they do right now?
If you are finding these practical tips helpful, please subscribe to the channel. We are building a library of these everyday topics. How to talk about your job, your weekend, your health. If you subscribe, you won't miss the next topic. But more importantly, here is your homework for tonight.
Homework? I thought we were done.
Just a little bit. I want you to write your script, but make it personal. Maybe you don't drink coffee. Maybe you drink tea. Maybe you walk the dog first thing in the morning. Identify the 3 things you do every morning. Look up the specific verbs for them. Don't just guess. Use a dictionary to find the real action verb.
So if I feed my cat, I should look up feed the cat.
Exactly. Write those 3 sentences down. Put them on your bedside table. And tomorrow morning, as soon as you open your eyes, read them out loud. That is it. Just 3 sentences.
That sounds manageable. 3 sentences to start the day in English.
And if you do that, leave a comment below and tell us what your 3 sentences are. We would love to see how you start your day. Write them in the comments so we can help you with any corrections.
Yeah, share them with us. It is always interesting to see how other people start their mornings. Some of you are probably much more productive than I am.
Don't worry about being productive. Just focus on being present in English. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice. The goal is to get the English out of your head and into your mouth.
Speaking of which, I think I need another coffee. My mug is empty.
Well, you know what to say. I am going to brew another cup.
Exactly. I am going to brew another cup because it hits the spot.
Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Use these phrases, make your sticky notes, and talk about your life in English.
See you in the next video.
Bye for now. Keep talking.